All right, family. All right, welcome back to another edition of Economic News. All right, today is February 22nd, 2021, and the time is 3:03 a.m. as I ready to head out to work. All right, let's go and get the party started. All right, look here. We got across the board, we got the futures all down. S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, Russell 2000, they're all sitting down. All right, this is from YahooFinance.com. All right, switch over. Look at the FTSE 100 is down. Look at the Nikkei 225 is up. Let's take a look at some Bitcoin. You see Bitcoin is down a little bit. All right, from a high, you see CMC Crypto 200 is running down as well. Sorry about that. All right, look at the 10-year bond. All right, at 1.3450. The VIX is up. All right, the currency GBP to the US dollar. All right, by 1 point, just under 1.4. Bouncing back and forth. Okay, the US dollar to the Japanese yen. All right. Let's take a look at some of this crude oil here. Crude oil is almost reaching $60 a barrel. All right. And that's from YahooFinance.com. All right, let's go and take a look at Kitco.com here. Let's look at the precious metals quote. All right, look at the world spot price here. Look at gold at up $9.70. Silver is up 8 cents. Palladium is down $6. Platinum is down $6. Palladium is up $9. And rhodium is up over 20. It's just $23,000. All right, an ounce. All right, not just it is $20,000 an ounce. All right. So there are things that are more worth, more precious than gold. All right. All right, let's go and get into some actual news here. This is from ZeroHedge.com. Michael Burry warns hyperinflation is coming. All right. See down here, look down here. People say I didn't warn last time, but I did. No one listened. So I warned this time, and still no one listens. But I will have proof I warned. All right. So prior to most crashes, going all the way back to 1870, with the crash of the dollar, of the greenback, there were warning signs all over the place, all the way up. And look at the prior to the 1929 crash, all the way up to 5 years before, there were warning signs starting to pop up. All right. And even at the 1987 flash crash, there were warning signs. 2000.com bust, 2008, and even now there are warning signs all over the place. This is just one of the latest ones that come out, and people have been warned. These are some of the same people who warned about 2008, some of the same people warned about 2000. They're warning now, sending out warnings. All right, that this coming. You got hyperinflation, possibly even deflation. All right. All right. So go ahead and get that. Go read the article from ZeroHedge.com. All right. All right, and we got a new article here we're taking a look at, all right, from Bankrate.com. Lumber shortages spurs new spikes in home prices, all right. All right, so we're going to look at the article right here. Our home prices soared 2020. A year-end property values were pushed up by a combination of record low mortgage rates, strong demand from buyers, and lingering lack of new construction, all right. And then, so they added another wrinkle that the lumber prices, all those came into play. You got a number of lumber shortages, all right. With the workforce dwindling down as it is, and people losing their jobs, and people those who have a job, or their hours are being cut down, all right. And those who manage to stay working with full employed, those are people who manage to stay, but everybody else is seem to be hurting right now, which is causing price. All right, with the record high people flying out of the cities trying to get to what they consider safe havens in the sticks. All right, people previously made fun of people moving in the sticks, but now there's a flight to get out of the cities. All right, to avoid the malt liquor lockdowns. All right, or the virus that can tell time. All right, so that's causing prices to jump, and they include lumber here. So go ahead and get a look at that article, all right, from Bankrate.com. Lumber shortages, another wrinkle in the why home prices have been spiking. Lumber shortages, all right. I mean, I ain't been lumber shortage. Maybe there's a lack of lumberers out there to go get the lumber. All right. All right. So we look at this one right here. This is from YahooFinance.com. Bubble warnings. Go ahead. Go unheeded as everyone is a buyer of stocks. All right. This is what happened just before the 1929 crash. People got in the stocks. They got in, and people didn't heed the warnings of what was going on. All right. So people, they didn't heed the warning signs of what was going on in the markets, and people jumping in and buying stocks. People, the past proves the future. All right. Sometimes, a lot of times, the past will prove the present. All right. Go look at the past. Go look at all of what happened over to the major crash. People ignored the warning signs. They got in the stock. They got in. The big boys knew something was going on. They bid up everything. Remember we went over that lesson of part of the market. They one of the stocks. They'll good. The big boys will get in at $20 a share. They'll jump in and buy as much as they can, and they'll watch, and people will see it. Oh, the big boys are buying this, and they'll start jumping in. They'll raise the stock prices up, and to about, let's say, $50, and at $50, the big boys sell. All right, so they probably in at $20, and they wait till the stock price get up to $50, and then they sell, and everyone else got crushed. All right, and as the market tumbles, they've sold off all theirs, and everybody else is tumbling. By the time they realize what's happening, the stock price is not didn't stop at 20. It dropped all the way down to say $10.5 or $10. All right, and they've been crushed and they've lost everything. All right, so heed the warning signs for people that are coming out saying, "Hey, be mindful, be looking out. Don't just jump in and think you can make a quick buck." All right, all right. So looking at for our final storage, final story of the this morning. All right, we got Goldman warns. This is from nationandstate.com. All right, I'm sorry about that. Nationandstate.com. All right, Goldman warns of historic shortages as copper explodes higher. All right. A lot of times, and this is kind of my fault as well too, that I push silver because I like silver better. But I'm also a buyer, or not just me, but the folks that work on this channel as well too. We're also buyers of copper as well too. All right, and the copper is seeing a big shortage going on. All right, so you go on a lot of websites, bullion websites, and try to get copper. It's just as bad trying to get copper as well as silver and gold. All right, so if Goldman is coming out warning of historic copper shortages, that means take heed, take a warning, and be on the mindful to look out. This copper is looking to explode higher as well too. I remember back in a few decades ago, we had about it now by two in the 2000s, the first decade of the century, and even now even into the 90s, we had people breaking into houses, and they were breaking into the walls and stealing the copper wire and copper tubing out of there. You may see that starting to come back and play as well too. All right, so they might not even want nothing in your house. The heck with your TV. They will start breaking into your walls, taking your copper wire and tubing out of there as well. All right, so be on the lookout for that, family. All right. So with that being said, we want to thank you for joining us for another edition of Melanie Economic News. As we always say, you're your own best financier. Become your own banker. Become your own savings and loans. Become your own credit union. You are your own best banker. Let's get your families together, protect each other, get your barter system started with your neighbors, get your communities together, and reach out to other neighborhoods and communities, get the barter system going and good to go. All right. All right. So once again, I want to thank you for joining us on another edition of Melanie Economic News. Let's go ahead and get it started.